Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, there's a terrific, edgy atmosphere here. The crowd trying to lift England's spirits. Fans waving flags, everybody feeling truly positive about the day. There's the whistle. England have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Can he get on the end of this? So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot-stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Rashford. Palmer. Al Kubasi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Rafinha plays it short. England are looking to go forward now. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Rashford. Palmer. He's ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Bellingham. England upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Pedri. Kubasi. Koundé.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Rafinha. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Rashford. He's a sharp little ball here. Kane chasing after it. Palmer does well to get it back. Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Barcelona could counter here. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's De Jong. De Jong. De Jong. That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Kubasi. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Koundé. Yamal. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Rice. And it's Palmer. It's Gallagher. Stones. Trossard. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Rashford. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Pedri. Half-time getting close now. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lewandowski. No, that's been intercepted. Crosses it in.
Well,
And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
England can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And a cross, and he's been shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here. And here's Lewandowski. Rashford. Yamal. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game.
Goes for the shot! England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The attendance for this match was 98,004.
Pedri. Lewis Skelly cuts it out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Toss somewhat off target. Now it's Kane. Bellingham.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution for England, number 24, Palmer.
Both sides
Number
then taking
10,
this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 14,
Barcelona are
Palmer.
sitting pretty,
Number
2-0 up.
23,
Well, they're
Luis
very much the
Kelly.
better team at the
Number
moment,
26,
Peter, and no doubt will be
Gallagher.
looking to cause even
Coming on
more
the
damage
field,
here.
Number 25,
De Jong
Rashford.
showed plenty of... That could
Number
spell
17,
trouble.
Eze.
Chance
Number
here to
5,
counter. Dani
Konsa.
Olmo.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 8, Henderson. Substitution
And they've got
in
a throw.
progress.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, who's going to be first to this? Could be danger here. Referee's given a throw. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Rashford. Oh, played right into his path. And he's intervened well there. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, good-looking ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. The message is clear. None shall pass. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are cruising away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Threads one in. De Jong finds himself offside. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Guehi. Gavi running with the ball. Lewandowski. Konsa. Eze.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Added time.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And the number on the board is 3. Ferran Torres. This looks promising. And the finish! And that may well be that. That is that. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Lewandowski taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Ødegaard, and it's made its way to him. Ødegaard, oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Havertz really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Haaland. He has found the way through. Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Gonzalez. Knocks it out wide. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
This is the time you need that pace.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ødegaard receives it in a good position here. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Here it is, crossed in. And claimed it back swiftly. Haaland is herring after that one. And here's Havertz. Now there's a fine ball. No foul, says the referee. Savinho.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
He whips in across. Raya claims it. Safe hands. Rice. Now Timber. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Has a look and plays it forward. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Stones. Rodri. Now it's Savinho. Delivered in. Havertz. Great defending, strong and determined. Great ball, and he's in here.
Bernardo Silva really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Driving forward. This ended up in no man's land. And we've reached half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Havertz. Ødegaard. And they can counter here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, they've got it again. And there's green grass ahead of him. Tries a shot! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the...
Shapes to shoot!
Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
They've played it short. And here's Bernardo Silva.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bernardo Silva. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Guéhi does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Havertz. Foot in. And it's Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Now it's Haaland. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rice. Now it's Odegaard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gonzalez making good progress on the right-hand side. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
14,
So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's found support out wide. Brilliantly cut out. And he's heaved it away.
Number 47.
Foden.
Phil Foden.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Substitution.
Picked out brilliantly. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a good ball.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And he was alert to it.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And he's straight offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. The less said about that pass, the better. Ake with the cross. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Arsenal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.